Welcome to the Duke's Gaming Devblog for ClickyShips. This is the first week of a series where I will be documenting my progress as I go, as an aid memoir to myself to remember how I've done things if I end up forgetting, and also to anyone who's interested to see the progress as I work my way along. The game itself has been in development for a couple of months now, and I've got a lot of the basic frameworks in place. As you can see, I've got placeholder graphics and menus in place. As a clicker, you will be able to click and launch swarms of little ships, rather like Egg Inc., and you will spend this money on being able to upgrade your little ships to earn more money and use those upgrades to then buy automated ships which can ply the space lanes between the system, hopefully flooding the entire system with little ships that should look quite pleasing and zen. I have the upgrade menus in place, the ability to interact with each of the types of ships as a separate entity, set them with different destinations and targets, as well as a save system in place so that this progress is maintained between game sessions. I've deliberately not spent time so far on meshes and other details because I can get endlessly lost in them, and that's the bit I really enjoy. When it's the coding I need to actually spend my time working on. So I'll say again, everything here is a placeholder and will be further developed to look pretty when I get to the stage where I'm happy and I want to start developing the aesthetic of the game. For now, for those of you unaware, this is the Unreal Engine 4. I am working in Visual Blueprint, which is a scripting language that I'm happiest to work in. This week I want to continue working on my menus to try and get them to scale better, and also to set up the little ships to be zipping backwards and forths from a planet rather than just a one-way trip. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of work to do before this is anywhere near completion, but I've got a lot of the groundwork in place, the save system, the ability to spawn, the menus, the targeting and navigation for the AI. But there's a huge amount left to do. I still haven't added in any of the space stations, the different tabs and tiers of the upgrades that I want to add, nor have I added an awful lot of the visual fidelity that I'd like to. I want this to be quite a pretty game. So I've resolved a couple of the issues from earlier in the week. I've also now made it so that the ships launch off the planet's surface and then home in on the moon, rather than just spawning in a giant stream towards the moon, which is a much nicer effect, and when these are replaced with proper graphics that should look a lot better. Also, as you can see down here, that enormous list of errors that it was churning out earlier in the week, I've managed to fix those. It was a simple boolean check here to decrease the array of ships in flight, and I wasn't correctly accessing that information.